Looking outside, the weather is looking exactly like how it's about to look like in this game. I was so excited to get to this game again because it had been so long. And now I'm here at the end already. It feels like it just flew by, it just disappeared. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah. Nothing else to do, nothing else to say about it. It's time to finish. One more for the books. And now it's exactly like how the weather is outside. Hey everybody. We're back to the Zelda Legacy Twilight Princess. This episode we're going to finish it. So, yeah, I guess that's all there is to really say about that. Man, that's going to be 4 down. Only 2 more left. I don't think Skyward Sword's a very long game either. I think Skyward Sword is maybe about as long as like Ocarina of Time, maybe even only as long as Majora's Mask. It's a lot more linear of a game, so I'd imagine it would go much quicker. But yeah, everything that we've done, everything that we've talked about, everything that we've experienced, it's all led to this. That scene is... I like that scene because when Midna kills Zant and then it says that was a fraction of the power, you wonder what's the full power look like? And then she becomes one of the most, like, otherworldly things maybe we've seen in a Zelda game. Something that's just different. Something that's just other. Something that, something that's other in a way that the end fight with Majora in Majora's Mask kind of is. When you're just fighting something that doesn't feel the same, doesn't feel right. If we look at everything right now, there's going to be 3 more stamps that we collect in Hyrule Castle. We got all the Poe Souls, we got all the bugs, we got all the hidden skills, got all the upgrades, got all the items, got the magic armor, got all the heart containers. We've done everything. We haven't gotten all of the fishing, but as you can see, there's like, what, 1 page of fish, so probably like 3 more fish to get, maybe. Sure, we got the Hylian Pike. I don't even remember getting the Hylian Pike. But I'll be doing fishing in it's not like you don't achieve anything. It's just sort of like, this is just like a completion thing to say you did it. You don't really receive anything as a reward, which is mainly what I'm looking out for in the games. But regardless, I will be doing fishing. I'll be doing it in the closing thoughts video. That will be after this one. Without further ado, I have a boba, that tea that I got 2 days ago. It's not milk tea though, so it should be fine. It's just normal tea. It's like strawberry tea. It's sealed and stuff, so it should be good. Shook it up, and this will fuel this final leg of the adventure, which I think is fitting. Ooh, that's pretty good. A little tart, but not bad. And so the final dungeon of this Zelda game is Hyrule Castle, which I think is great. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's definitely a subversion. I love the weather change, and I love how there is no music while you're wandering the courtyards. It's just oh. Yeah, we will be running into little scuffles like that. Okay, we need a key. Yeah, I think the overall, the vibe, the tone. Here's the thing, like we were talking about last time, I do think it's a shame. I do think it's a shame that everything sort of steers away from Zant in the Twilight in these final moments of the game. I do think that's a shame. I understand why people don't really think that feels great, and I would agree. I don't think it. I think it's kind of weird to suddenly, because up to this point we had Zant mentioned Ganondorf, or Ganondorf was mentioned in one other cutscene before now, essentially. And Zant reveals that, the god that he gained his power from was Ganondorf. And I think that's cool. I think that's fine. I think that's a way to link it to previous Zelda games. I think Zant still should have been the final guy. Maybe you don't beat him in Hyrule, in the Temple of Twilight. Maybe he uses that as a diversion, because then he's sending phantoms at you the whole time, right? Maybe what you end up fighting there is a maybe what you end up fighting in the Twilight Temple is just a shade of him that he sends to you in order to throw you off his scent, And then maybe what you end up actually, he reveals that he's actually in Hyrule Castle, and he's taking it over, I think that would have been fine. Now, you can't really judge a game for what it doesn't do. You can only judge it for what it does do. And I think what it does do, what it does do and what it does do well is it does build up the stakes. It does build up the tension. I do think that Zant mentioning that Ganondorf is already in Hyrule Castle. He's already seized it. And that, you know, is that the real evil behind everything is already in your home, essentially, right? I do think that's a good reveal. And then coming here and realizing that the final dungeon of the game is Hyrule Castle itself, I think that's cool. I think that's actually really sick. But regardless, I understand why people may be put off by it. Oh, got that key. I have come to play. One more time. Do we get music? Heck yeah. For the final time, look how messed up his horns are. We screwed this guy up. Oh, right in his head, it still doesn't matter. I want to get the mortal draw on him. The smile. Oh, I never noticed that he smiled before. Enough. I follow the strongest side. That is all I have ever known. Link, he spoke. Yeah, a bit of a two-pronged reveal there. The fact that the Moblin Marauders seem to be more like they were hired than anything else, but then also the fact that, like, they're not mindless monsters, right? Like, maybe it's just the fact that speaking was never presented as an option for us in any of the situations and encounters we had with them. It was always about fighting. But then I love that line. I've always followed the strongest. That is all I've ever known. As the oh crud, that's how you get up there. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb little boy. I love that last encounter because he's your rival the whole game. You're fighting that guy, and then at the very end. And what I think is impressive about that is that he's been following Zant and Ganondorf, and through having just a handful of fights with you, says you're the strongest. Like we relieved him of any doubt to the matter by having just a one-on-one fight with him, and he says you are the strongest. He's like, and so like I follow you now, and then he leaves. I think that's cool. I think that's super cool. Granted, that doesn't mean he like tones down any of his guard or troop, although I don't think there are any other moblins here, which I think is also an interesting thing to know. That this is the people that we were fighting were bokoblins, which are for sure seemingly like mindless. Some sort of, I mean, like they wear clothes. Oh no, here. Oh no, here are the Moblins. You know what I think would have been really cool? How many? How many? This is awful. You know what I think would have been really cool? Is if after you have the fight with him, it would have been cool if the Moblins attack the Goblins. Or if they just leave. Or they just don't do fire at you or anything. It's crazy that just the red Bokoblins are like the beefiest enemies in the game, you know? It's kind of wild. The boars. Oh, wait a minute. Can... Oh, well that opened up a way. I guess you were supposed to come through here, I suppose, but I make my own path. I do love the choice to not have music. Here's the thing, Zelda games are known for having their amazing music. And I hope they never stop making music, and they haven't, right? But something like, you gotta acknowledge the fact that sometimes a lack of music is the right choice. Sometimes it is the right direction. Sometimes it is more poignant of a choice. Oh my gosh. It is the most apt choice in a situation. Oh. Bada boom. Ow, well, thank goodness, I didn't want to be rushing through anyways. Oh, see, it killed that guy. Weird that it, in the Cave of Ordeals, it didn't exactly do me any favors to knock the guys off the posts. Aren't you curious what's on the other side of this wall, Link? There might be a way in. Check it out. Oh, to hint us that there's well, because there was actually really no other indicator that there was anything to dig through right there. But first, let's check out here. Okay, so right, so okay. Go there, there. 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 Nice. We could use as a compass. I'm gonna take a map. I'll take a map, I suppose. Now we will go dig under that thing like mid-dimension. Just want to see if there's anything up here first. Yeah, I figured that had to be right. Sad Zelda, oh no. Again, I do respect the heck out of them for just completely ejecting Zelda from the story. I think that is cool, but like still making her like an interesting and like cool character who like has like big moments in the story. They don't like shaft her, you know? Like she's still an important bit of like she's still an important character in the narrative, you know? Oh, I see. The patch of dirt that was indicating that we could probably dig it up was covered in leaves. That's why I wouldn't notice it. Oh yeah, this is a cool portion. The graveyard section. I like that. Now what I wonder is this just a graveyard just for people like royals and like the higher standing members of Hyrule? Or is this a graveyard for all members of Hyrule? Can I blow those guys up before they get up? No. The Coast Swordsman sleeps before the sacred tree. Nice. I love how a bomb is a one-shot regardless. The sounds they make, too, are really haunting. The land where the rain stops. The statue of time moves. Wait, so... Coast Swordsman sleeps before the sacred tree. The land where the rain stops. These don't light because it's raining right now. Before the sacred tree. Methinks maybe I need to be a wolf. Everybody wants to be a wolf. Oh, right. Fallen Hyrule guards. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, it's a really good dungeon. This is definitely one of the top, like, Zelda, like, finales, I would say. Ah, there it is. Oh, and of course lantern oil, because we're going to need it. That makes sense. Stockpiling a bunch of rupees. There's not much else there's not much else this dungeon can really give us. Essentially, rupees at this point. Oh, by the way, last time we did the Cave of Ordeals and the Cave of Shadows. So, we got a bunch of stamps, we got fairies in everywhere, we got another bottle of fairy tears, and then we also got the Giant's Wallet. Or the Mondo wallet, the massive wallet, the big boy wallet. I don't remember what it's called. We can carry like 10,000 rupees. Okay. What? Wait, did it? Wait, it stopped the rain? I don't understand. How did it, but how did it do that, though? Door opens where specters gaze. Yeah, I think that's one of the craziest. You know? How fitting, though, right? That we've been using the lantern all game to do, like, the same thing. To light 2 torches and reveal something, right? We've been doing that all game. And then it does... Freaking does... It stops it changes the weather. like what the heck, man? That's wild. Oh yeah. Update for the future. I think the next thing I might want to do on this channel itself, right after the Zelda Legacy, depends on where things are lined up, where things lie at that point. If I'm not done with all of this, I mean, Breath of the Wild might take a while, right? If I'm not done with all of the Zelda games, then I will probably move to... Well, I will probably just move straight to Tears of the Kingdom. I will be recording Tears of the Kingdom, I think. I don't know. Cause like when I played the original Final Fantasy VII way back when. Oh, I've gotten everything you need out here. Now get in the castle through the front door. Oh, she actually like lets me know. That's interesting. I guess that's kind of nice. But yeah, so I played the original Final Fantasy VII in preparation for Final Fantasy VII Remake. And that was great, and that was fun, and that was dandy. However, I didn't end up recording. I didn't record Final Fantasy VII Remake because, I mean, you know, it was... Oh. Oh. Well, I didn't need to know where the statues needed to be. It was very obvious where the statues needed to be. You know? How strange. There we go. Hold on. I think I will... Yeah, this will be quick. I'm going up here. I didn't, because I wanted to experience it just myself without any other, like, outside... without anything else changing the experience. But at the same time, I don't really feel like me recording this stuff has changed the experience at all. It's sort of just a conduit for me to express the thoughts that I'm already having about the things that I'm playing. It's like, this is something I already... these are things that I already wanted to record and play. Like, I recorded a Mori, which was a game I was waiting for a very long time. I recorded a Mori without, doing anything, without playing it, like, a first time on my own first night. I feel like I enjoyed that game. Ooh, now we get the music. But I like how... it's the Hyrule theme. It's like that theme that we've heard over and over again. But it feels hollow. It feels, vacant. Now, we are going to be experiencing, we are going to be experiencing the inside of Hyrule Castle, which is cool. But we're going to be experiencing it, also, yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but like, with the upgraded spin attack, fights like this are a little trivial. Oh, I like the light flooding in. Yeah, this game with a little bit of extra atmospheric lighting is very cool. We're gonna get to see the interior of Hyrule Castle. It's not gonna make any sense. But oh, this actually goes into what I've been saying the whole game. Another dungeon that so I forgot to mention in the last episode, but obviously the context of finally being in the Twilight realm and going straight to the Twilight Palace is very cool. It's very otherworldly, and the architecture feels very different. The vibe feels very different than anything that we've experienced in any of the Zelda games up till now. But then also, yeah, we can hookshot the chandeliers, which makes sense. But this dungeon too, as the final dungeon, it being Hyrule Castle itself, it elevates it beyond just being a color-coded dungeon or a dungeon related to some sort of element of some sort, you know? It elevates it, makes it become something else entirely, and it's very cool. I think it's really neat what they did. I think what's especially cool about this is that it feels like it feels like with the music right now, it feels like it's being played, and then when obviously when you exit back outside, it the music also goes away. Don't need to do anything fancy here. After doing the Cave of Ordeals, I think I just understand what these guys are about. That one move is kind of just the way to go. Just need to knock this sword away. Yep, that's how you do it. I was being really sloppy in the Cave of Ordeals. I was just trying to experiment and see like what other things I could do. And really, you just gotta do the backslash, essentially. That's what the aim is, that's what the goal is. You know what? I have a free bottle. Can't imagine eating it for anything else. I'm just gonna take a scoop of lantern oil for the future, in case I need it. Some habits truly die hard. Yeah, but I think having this be having the final dungeon be Hyrule Castle itself, a place that we've seen off in the distance all this time, and then we've had like magicked away from us, essentially, is just really, really interesting, really cool. I think it's just a really, really cool idea. That's you know, as especially like as the final note to I think I understand something we can do here. Although, this seems pretty trivial. We could have just done this from the start, right? Yeah, we could have just done that. How silly. Now, what we need... Oh, we don't need the compass. Wait, do we have the compass? Oh, we do have the compass. Must have actually just grabbed that. Take a good long look. Whoa. Don't... Okay, I mean, that must just be like a full restock of something. Criminy. Got everything outside, though. Good to know, good to know. Bet there's still gonna be a big key to get, because always gotta be a big key. Let's go this way first, because this way has keys. Or keys, chests. Oh, we can hear the wind blowing outside. Strange. But yeah, I think this game just has the coolest ideas for dungeons, because the dungeons are because ultimately, the dungeons are locations. They're not just generic they're not literal dungeons. Well, they're not all just literal dungeons or generic, like, you know, of this amorphous. This is a temple. Oh, wow. For a moment, I thought these were renders. Oh, I like how there's a picture of it. They ended at Twilight. Oh, hold on, though. I mean, also just like the architecture and design and stuff like that. I mean, it's something that we don't get to normally see. We haven't gotten to explore Hyrule Castle that much in any game. Although I will say we did get to explore it in Wind Waker, and it was cool in Wind Waker. Yeah, that's what I thought. Whoa. Okay. Now, would it make sense for a hallway to be rigged with chew jellies in the lights? No. You know what I want? You know what I want, video game. Give me the gold chew jelly. I know you have it. Oh. I don't know why there's so many yellows. No gold chew jelly. I think the one that was the correct one was the one that was in Twilight, actually, which is funny and apt, right? Oh, hello, gentlemen. How are we doing today? Get bombs. The bombs aren't working. Okay. Weird. I feel like Helm Splitter worked just fine before. So these ones you just kind of have to wait for them to swing. Okay, neato. There we go. We got both of them that way. Cut. Was blocking. Guess you can only really block one of their hits, because then they get a little crazy. Okay, so it didn't hit me. I hate that. There we go. Whew, fighting multiple Dark Knights. I mean, they're definitely much tougher than they were in Wind Waker. That's for sure. Yeah, exploring Hyrule Castle in Wind Waker was fun, but this one is a lot more extensive, so it's cool to be able to explore it more thoroughly. Oh, that's the boss key, actually. But it's all blocked off. You'd think they'd figure out that they shouldn't, have such tells on their attacks, but oh well. Yeah, so I don't know. I know, a part of me is like wonders, oh, should I play Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out? Should I record it? And I'm like, well, I'm just going to be talking about it and talking about the other Zelda games alongside it the whole time, right? So, like, yeah, maybe I should. just record it anyways. Oh, I was about to say. I love that. It's such a little detail, but it's so cool. I mean, it's a moment they didn't have to throw in, but I think it does a lot. And obviously, like, throwing it as the big key, the thing you always have to get in order to complete these dungeons and stuff like that. Throwing it in this moment, you know. I think because what that little moment exemplifies is the connections that Link has made throughout the journey, all just accumulated to that little moment where for the first time in any of these games, well, not really, but that little moment where other people come to Link's aid rather than Link only ever coming to other people's aid. Which, granted, you know, postman moments in Wind Waker, also same energy to that as well. It's really cool. It's really cool. It's a really awesome moment. So we'd have to go down there. So we spawned it, so we're gonna go back around, keep going. Also, freaking Ashay, Master Marksman. The one dude, the first guy that we talked to, Argon? Something like that, like Argon, I think. Had a bazooka, which is wild. Where the heck is our bazooka? Why don't we get one of those? Now this is blocked off. We'll hold the phone. Okay, so maybe we do have to go back in and drop down. It would seem. I mean, even Shay showed up. He's not even a fighter. I mean, even he's getting into the thick of it. But it's cool because the one thing this game always does, that's very much unlike the other ones, is it always gives. Link is always working with other characters directly in order to accomplish his goals. He's not lone wolfing, even though he is the wandering stranger who appears to come and go alone. He always has people that he's working with. He always has people he's exchanging information with, who are helping him along the way. And just so to see them show up here at the very end of everything, it's cool. It's a very nice touch. It's a very nice moment. Oh, is it the middle? Oh, yes, the middle one from outside is how I get to the other direction. Okay. I gotta go back through here. Oh, no, maybe I just go right from this way now. I mean, it's a castle, right? It's like freaking cavernous trying to figure out this stuff. Now we go this way. Nice. But yeah, I mean, if it's really gonna be a 3D Zelda Legacy, then I kind of have to just I mean, okay, I don't want to say I'm doing anything because I don't have to record Tears of the Kingdom, but I want to record Tears of the Kingdom because I mean then that's the full legacy, right? That's they must extinguish. Oh, that one lasts a long time. Okay. So I think this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, wait, no. Oh. Well, you know, if I didn't miss... Okay, so that one still lasts a billion years. Oh, okay, no. Oh, that one goes out immediately. I'm dumb. I'm big dumb. Watch this. There we go. Imagine running out of a lantern oil before you finish that. I would never. But yeah, after this legacy, or if Tears of the Kingdom isn't out by the time I finish Breath of the Wild, which Breath of the Wild is going to be extensive, because you know what? I'm gonna get all the Korok seeds. It's so unnecessary, but when else would I get all the Korok seeds than when I'm... When else would you get all the Korok seeds than when you're doing a 100% run of all the 3D Zelda games, right? What else would 100% mean? I mean, all shrines would be the thought there, right? But I've been getting all the collectibles. I got all the Skulltula tokens. I got all the Stray Fairies. I took all the pictures. I finished the freaking Nintendo photo gallery. It's like, when else would you do this? Would you do something as ridiculous as getting all 800-something Korok seeds? And hey, the game's documented enough to a point where, like... To the point where, you know, you could do it now. You could do it now and it wouldn't be that much trouble. Yes, come down to me, my child. To come back up here? That's just a shortcut to get back up here? Well, I need to go... Where do I need to go? Oh, there's no more chest here. Oh, okay. I guess that was just a shortcut. So really, I can just... exit and... There should be 2 more stamps, right? There's like, oh, there's like 1 million chests in a room up ahead. Yeah, there's still like half of a dungeon left. Nothing to worry about then. I like how we've had a stockpile of small keys to get. Well, I like how if you didn't go and explore the outer courtyard first, if you just got 1 key and then left. Oh. The music shift. Amazing use of music. Oh, and I like how they use invisible vats in order to make you turn into a wolf, use your senses. I'm assuming they're falling blocks, and I'm assuming they fall really fast. I'm gonna say that's a safe assumption. Let's do some wolf shenanigans. Oh, it's a mix of the freaking Hyrule Castle theme with Ganon's theme. Oh, that's so good. Been to uppies. Midna? Uppies? Oh, no, I understand. There's grates. Oh. Oops. I assumed it was. I didn't track that right. My depth perception. More like death perception, because that got me killed. I like how it's becoming more dilapidated up ahead too. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. It's been so while. It's been so long since I've had to use the spinner to do an actual like activity. Activity. Make it sound like oh. Well, you know, it's good to know. 50 hours into Twilight Princess, and I'm still not very good at the game. Those two synced up perfectly. That guy on the right synced up with me perfectly. Oh man. Oh dang, I gotta like. Okay, this is a bit more. This one's a bit spicier. This is like the most damage I've taken. There we go. Yeah, well, let's dance, buddy. Is that how many eyes they have? Is that why there's that many holes in their helmet? What the crud? Oh, he hit me with his sheath. Oh, he's knocking me against the wall. He's throwing me against the ropes. That's a lot of enemies, dude. Oh, I understand. I mean, they had to, right? Well, it's like scaling Ganon's tower in Ocarina of Time. You climb up the staircase, and the music builds up. Except I don't think he's gonna be playing an organ this time. I think it's hilarious that he was playing an organ in Ocarina of Time. Holy crud, the freaking Royal Treasury. Let's get a billion things that we for sure don't need. Oh, hold on. You don't say. I'll get another fairy. So we can overkill at this point, but... Aw, man, but this game's so comfy cozy. Oh, it's just like, I don't know, every time I get to the end of one of these games, I have another one to play that I'm excited for. I'm excited to play Skyward Sword again. I've only played that game once. So, like... And I remember it vividly, bro. Honestly, more vividly than I remembered even this game or some of the other ones that I played more. It's so silly. They give you so much money. It's so unnecessary. So the final two stamps should be in these chests. If they're not in these chests, then okay, happy Zelda. Oh, you've collected 49 stamps. Well done. Oh, I see. Here's a special stamp as a reward. Oh gosh. Okay, spoilers. Spoilers, in case you haven't played this game before somehow. That's what Midna looks like in her non-imp form before she got transformed. That's what she looks like. Okay, so you collect 49 stamps and they give you the last one for free as a reward. That's nice, actually. So that's it. We have collected all the stamps. Bomblings, huh? Maybe there's like an obscure use for bomblings. I know you can do some wacky stuff with like the fishing pole, I think. Okay. You know what? No point in delaying any further. I hope you're ready for the longest final boss in Zelda history. One thing that became very clear as we went through this game was how much more cinematic it was. Here's the thing, all the games are actually pretty cinematic. They do a lot of interesting camera work for cutscenes and stuff like that. They don't skimp out. This one, though, was much more story-driven than the other ones. Rather than just being plot and gameplay-driven. It was actually story-driven. It had arcs for characters. Characters changed and developed and went different places, and we met a lot of people, we made a lot of friends, we made a lot of allies that we interacted with throughout the whole story. More so than other Zelda games, which are pretty light. You know, you do meet people, you do make friends, you do change things in the world, but a lot of things are left just to implications. A lot of things are left vague, left subtle, or they're very subtle in the storytelling. This game is a lot more forward, a lot more heavy-handed with pulling you through this very like linear story as you progress through the game. That doesn't branch out as much as it doesn't open up as much as other games do. But in keeping with that tradition, it all builds to this final encounter with a guy we hardly know. Again, questionable choice, but honestly, I wouldn't change this game the way it exists now, because this final sequence, this final encounter, if you haven't seen this final fight, you're in for a treat, because it goes 20 different directions. Okay. No point delaying any further. It's time to go. You know, it's almost like when the three pieces of the Triforce come together, the land just gets torn apart every time. It's like it's just not meant to be this way. Welcome to my castle. Minna's got a scary streak, and that's what I like about her. Your people have long amused me, Midna. To defy the gods with such petty magic, only to be cast aside. How very pathetic. Pathetic as they were, though, they served me well. Their anguish was my nourishment. Their hatred bled across the void and awakened me. I drew deep of it, and it grew strong again. Your people had some skill, to be sure, but they lacked true power. The kind of absolute power that those chosen by the gods wield. One of the craziest twists for a boss fight, we're doing Dead Man's Volley against Zelda, which is just disturbing. But of course, we're not trying to, Also, hearing Ganon's voice coming out of Zelda, it's just weird. Oh, you can hear her theme mixed in. I never noticed that before. Oh, it even hookshotting just misses outright without her even dodging. Yeah, clearly we're not going to be hacking Zelda to pieces. That would be twisted. Gosh dang it, the dialogue is far and few in between in these games, but when people start talking, it's really good. The writing's really good. Whoa. I like how in Zelda's body, Ganon's not using, like, darkness. He's using her power over light. Which is, like, it's just interesting to be fighting somebody who's wielding powers that normally we're, like, sided with. Also, maybe, like, the only time you would ever be fighting Zelda in one of these games. Also, Midna, like, trying to raise a hand. Against Zelda, only to fail. Ooh. I love it because we're really, for the first time, it's really like Link and another person fighting together, working together the whole time. And obviously, Ganon's the boar. He has his own beast form, he always has. I also love that the music for this phase is a lot more in line with Gerudo Desert. Oh no, not that Link. Oh, I equipped the Mullen chain. I meant to equip the bow. Oh, that's such a cool effect. I don't remember which comes first. Gotta fight beast to beast. I like how even in another form, he still has the scar though. And the fact that Ganondorf is wielding the sword that was meant to execute him is unreal. And yeah, once again, just like using the charge ability. Midna's actively a part of the fight, which is awesome. Oh, I pressed A. It didn't work. Oh, dang. Oh, there is like a timing to it now. Oh, you can see little drops of blood coming off of his wound. go. Also, I didn't notice, but he hacked specifically just the heads off of all the goddess statues. I thought he destroyed them entirely, but he just beheaded them all. It's so dark. I mean, you know, they may have thrown Ganon in here at the last second, but gosh dang it if they didn't make him, like, it feels like he never left. It feels like all the hate and disdain he has for this world. Straight out of him screaming, saying that he was going to get his revenge at the end of Ocarina of Time. Oh, crud. That was quick. Oh, he's changing things up on us now. I suppose having a partner with us in the final moments of the game isn't anything new. We normally do. Oh, we did it. We did a little bit of Kingdom Hearts, huh? Kyrie's inside me? You saying Zelda was inside me the whole time? I think that's a nice little twist. It wasn't just Zelda didn't just give Midna her power. She went within Midna so that Midna could walk in this world with us. And also, it probably protected Zelda as well. But the fact that Zelda trusted Midna to house her soul says a lot. Oh, she knows everything about him now. wasn't a fair fight. I just love this sequence because every single character is pulling out everything they have. Well, obviously we need to bust out the light arrows. Well, let's not start getting weird. I'm just a boy. I'm just a little country boy from the woods, okay? We don't need to be so formal. And then we go into a freaking a horseback section, because of course we do. Crud. Oh, he can just knock me off? Straight up? Okay. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, this section of the game is crazy. It's like, oh man. Whoa, how come you have that much handling on your horse? Opponent's stats are nearly that good. Although he has like an evil demon horse, so I guess that's fair. What? Oh. I don't know about all that, gang. Can't shoot behind me, Zelda? They couldn't resist having Zelda do her freaking light arrow thing with us. It's a tradition. if you thought that this was ever going to end, this Western freaking Zelda game was ever going to end without just one final duel, 1v1, in the middle of just an open field, in the middle of the countryside, you're out of your mind. Oh, dang, I missed a chance. Oh, dang. Oh, he freaking waves me forward. Take my fishing. I think you can actually make him look away from you. I haven't gotten it in a while. There we go. Oh dang, I was trying to do a mortal draw on him. I got greedy. What else are you gonna use these? I'm chucking the fairy tears. Oh, dang it. I lost the opportunity. Oh, I'm losing it now. I'm getting goofy. I mean, it's the end. It's not a particularly difficult fight, although I will say there's no clear ends. You really do have to wait for them to Oh, you know, there's not even an opening after that. Really? Right in the spot where we almost got executed. We call that poetry. Ganondorf may have gotten the final fight, but Zant got the final word. Say what you will, but he died on his feet.
Crystal again. Won't have a repair. You get rebuild space. Hot for repairs?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Oh, and there it is. It's crazy, the music there, the way it swells when Midna sacrifices herself, and the little stings right there at the very end, almost felt like an old 80s animated film, like out of Ghibli or something. And that's it. That's what else do you need? What would you need to see? What else do you need to show? That's the end. That was Twilight Princess. Yeah, how many phases was that fight? One. Let's see, Puppet Zelda, Ganon, horseback, field. Four phase fight. Oh, they hit you with courage at the end there too. Okay. I'm like, ooh, I'm a mess right now. I love this game. I love this game. You know, it's funny because I think the way it stands right now, right? I'll really be able to tell once this whole legacy run is over. But the way it stands right now, oh, and Russell's with everybody. They're all going back home. Oh, Bones covered his mask again. I think he was crying. I've been saying I think Breath of the Wild is my favorite one. I think Wind Waker is the best one, but if I had to pick a Zelda game that was like my Zelda game, you know, the one that like it's just part of my being, it's this one. Is it the best? No, but it's so good. The characters, the world. Does it do anything super new or crazy or exciting? Well, kinda. I mean, being a wolf, all the Twilight stuff. There's a lot of pretty wacky stuff in it, but I mean, at its core, it's a very traditional Zelda game. No, they're all doing the Malamute dance. Please, good heavens, no. Capitalism, no. What have we done? Oh, I love this. Colin sitting there with a sword and shield, looking like young Link, honestly. I love that. Good on you, Colin. Great character. Best character. I will not hear anything to the contrary. Oh. Good luck, kid. You're gonna do fine. We can Freya and Falbeef. We can fly around with cuckoos. What the heck? Oh, are we gonna get to see Uka? And all the Ukas? We must, right? I'm sorry, Uku. And all the Ukas. I do love watching getting to watch all the kids kind of go back home. Oh, Talon and Colin are hanging out. Nice. This is a great medley of all the themes in the game. Yeah, I think this one's just built into... Oh, they're all together again. We knew they were siblings, you can see that throughout the game. That's nice, though. Oh, the heart. That's nice. Nice to see our friends again. They're gonna have no idea how to get in there and do anything with it, but good luck, gang. It really just tells a great story. I mean, this game was my childhood more so than so many other ones. And it's funny, it's known for its darkness, you know? And its heavy themes, and it does not shy away from some really brutal realities about the Hyrule world. But, I mean, none of them really ever do, right? Oh, nice. Oh, them sprinkling in courage right there is... They're gonna kill me with that song every time. Yeah, there's a lot of themes of what what your past leaders, what your ancestors, your past leaders, what they leave you with, what they put out in the world, and what they leave you with in the end. And so the responsibilities you're left with, trying to pick up the pieces. And I think that's why we see all of our characters, Link, Zelda, and Midna, all from different backgrounds and walks of life, trying to desperately fight against the past, you know? There's a lot of things that aren't fair, and I think what the game shows is for as much as they talk about light and dark, this game shows a lot of gray in the history of Hyrule, from both the Hylians, the Hyrule royal family, Ganon with his Gerudo tribe, Midna's people. When Zelda says, she acknowledges, she's like, my heart and your heart were one, and all she can say after that is, Midna, you've endured so much. And Midna looks like she's about to burst into tears at that moment, because it's like she's been through so much, her people have been through so much, and it seems like her people have just, ever since their leader from one of their leaders from centuries and centuries ago made a terrible mistake, made the wrong choice, they've been suffering for it ever since. And I think it's cruel, you know? It's like a level of sick cruelty from this world that's unfair. And yet even then, after all that, Midna still stands up for the people of Hyrule, still fights for her people, still stands up for what's right, and does the selfless act of sacrifice for the greater good. And I think that hits, you know? That really hits. Heavy. Speaking of heavy. You know, I mean, keeping a tradition in all forms of media, the gods work in mysterious ways. I like this interpretation though, that, because why would, if there was a tribe that was meant to be banished, presumably forever, seemingly forever, why keep any gateways to their place? It's like, well, it was their design that we should meet again. I think that's lovely.
Well. I take work.
I like how she speaks very proper, very, you know, like the kind of like regal speak of two nation leaders, right? And then she says, maybe you'll do all right. It's a nice touch.
You won't be Roberto.
As long as that mirror's around, we could meet again.
We base. You get it.
You know, it's just mean. After everything. I don't know if you could say exactly why Midna makes that choice. But ultimately, it was her choice to make. Only the true leader of the Twilight could break the mirror. This game maybe ends on maybe the most somber note out of any of the games. All Zelda games are laced with this. Oh, geez, sorry. All Zelda games are laced with this, like, melancholy that I think that's why they resonate with me so much. I mean, even when I was a kid, I always just felt somewhere in me at all times, even in my best moments, just a little twinge of sadness. It almost feels like nostalgia sometimes. Nostalgic for something you don't quite understand. That's not a unique feeling, I'm just expressing how I feel, you know? I think these games capture that strange melancholy that you feel when things move on, when things change, when people grow, when they leave. All these games capture just the bittersweetness of life. Oh. Once more, Link leaves. His partner's gone, and now so is he. I think I like that at the end. They don't show you Link coming out of town, and then we see Ilya looking away like she knows that he's gone, and Link rides away. Again, he's the lone stranger. He is the wandering swordsman. And when the job's done, he moves on. Oh, these orchestra pieces that they made. That they don't actually use throughout the games, but they're very good. There's orchestra piece 1 and 2, and they're both very good. You know, I don't know. I don't know if you can say why Midna makes that choice. She says, although she has 2 lines of dialogue there at the end that I think are pretty telling. She says, "You're right, if the mirror were to remain here, we could meet again," to Link. But then before that, she says, "Zelda, your words are wise, and your heart is true." And she says, "If all in this world are like you..." I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm getting like... I don't know if any of these games are going to get me this screwed up like this game does. Cried. I think I cried originally when I got to the end of this game. Oh, and that's it. That's it. She says, "If all in this world are like you, then you'll do all right." But I think after everything that has happened throughout the game, and everything she sees, and she sees people in the most dire moments, she sees everybody come together, but there's such a strain in order to get to that point, right? I think that's why she says, "If everyone in this world are like you." I think a part of her believes deep down that, or knows deep down that, the people, everybody in this world are not like you. And that's why she breaks the mirror. Because she's seen what power does to people, how it affects people. She's seen specifically what the power that her people wield and what her people were capable of and what happens every time her people are in this world. And so she makes the decision to never let that happen ever again. And it is painful, and it is raw and painful and tragic at the end of all of this, with all of the positive experiences and all of the allies and love and companionship that she has been shown, that in the end of all of that, she still believes that they cannot coexist. At the end of all of it, despite the themes of the game being moving past the mistakes of your ancestors, moving past and trying to overcome generational trauma, in the end, she still can't bring it in her to risk something like this happening again. And so she makes the choice that she thinks is right. Is it the right choice? Well, I don't think that really matters. It's the one she made. It's such a bitter note to end on, but it fits this game to the T. In the beginning, Russell says, "The hour of twilight is when all the spirit's regrets can be felt. That's why everybody leaves everybody melancholy. It's all regrets. Regrets of everyone." The ultimate regret of not saying everything you want to say to somebody when they're standing right in front of you, for instance. And how do you move past something like this? How do you keep going when people leave? It takes courage. It takes time. I'll see you next time.